Hello, this is John at Home Caregiving Channel. Today's talk is about bills being switched from medical. They do it so quietly and they act like it was an accident, but it happens so much, I know that's not true. So, I'll tell you a little story. When I first started doing home caregiving work, I had a friend that he was taking care of his wife as well. He called me up one day and said, John, I'm in collection. And I said, why? Uh, he said, I don't know. Every one of my bills are in collection now. I said, okay, I'll come up here. What I want you to do is sort out your bills, the medical bills, and I'll show you how to take care of this. So I went up to his house, excuse me, and he had his bills sorted, all medical bills sorted out. I said, put them in two piles. When I hand my phone over to you, don't take it. Just say, yes, you can talk to him. And he took a pile, I took a pile. 45 minutes later, every bill was out of collection. Every bill, there's over 20 of them or more. It happens, people. Watch your insurance paperwork. See if this is happening. What happens in home caregiving, a lot of times we have two medical insurance. We have the ones taking care of us has insurance on you. Then Social Security or Medicare comes in as well, or disability or Social Security. The Medicare comes in. So, on the medical people in billing, they'll take, this is how it normally acts to be the right way. Primary, if you're working, it's primary, your work insurance. Secondary is Medicare, if you're working. If you're not working, then Medicare is your primary, and your other insurance is secondary. But while you are working in home caregiving, that's a lot of the years you'll be working while caregiving. Your primary is your work insurance, and your secondary is the Medicare. And what happens is they will switch Medicare to primary and your work insurance to secondary, and then you have bills owed. I ain't talking about $1 or $2. I'm talking about $600, $1,000, $1,500. It matters to look at your paperwork, your billing from medical companies. Look at that bill, look at that paperwork. See who the primary is. And know while the one taking care of you is still working, his job is the primary, not Medicare. So all you have to do to fix this is call the medical company up and say, this is my primary, this is my secondary. And they'll change it and they'll say, oh, you don't owe nothing. I would understand this as accident if it happened just to me or if it just happened once in a while. But I guarantee you that it will happen to you in your home caregiving experience. Don't tell me that's accident. What do you think? And the only thing you have to do is just call them up and tell them who's primary and who's secondary to fix it. But if you don't do that, you will find yourself in collections and possibly a lawsuit because it cha-ching up into the thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, 20,000 or more. because you're not caught it yet. That's what I'm talking about. It matters to check the medical billing. It matters to check the insurance on custodial care. It matters to check the medical the insurance paperwork because they're telling you policy, and then you work within the policy, and then you find it'll work just fine. Well, same thing on this medical billing. If you catch this mistake, you don't owe any money. So hear me, please. They do this all the time. They did it to me. They did it to my friend. They'll do it to you. It's like medical billing is it kind of helps insurance. You know, insurance a lot of times at 95% of the time they will say no. Say you want to get a surgery done. No. That's why you need to get my program. There's 25 ways or more to get around no and get it done and get it paid for. You've got to understand things. And if you understand them, you can do them. And it's working within the policy. Just work the system within the policy. Where you'll get in trouble is work the system outside the policy, and that's where you'll get in trouble. Don't do that. Work it within the policy. Because when insurance says no, when medical billing switches them, then the bill comes to you. Insurance saves the money. They don't have to pay what you want when they say no. It matters. It really does. The paperwork that comes to your home, don't throw it in the trash. Open it up and look at it. You're looking for a medical switch on the primaries. You're looking for policy. What is policy? They don't tell you. They don't tell you what is policy. And there's a reason for that. They don't really want to pay the money out to you. It's your insurance policy. You're paying your premiums. Then make them pay for you within the policy. It matters. It really does. When you're penny pinching in home caregiving because you're broke all the time, don't pay out or let build up these bills that when they switch to primary. The primary and secondary is how billing goes. They flip that. It's a lot of money you owe when you don't owe it. And if you don't owe it, why would you throw the bill in the trash and not even look at it? Don't do that. Look at them bills. Look and see who's primary, who's secondary. It'll tell you, the billing will. Look at the paperwork that comes to your house. It will train you. It will bless you. It will take care of your needs. You don't need to owe thousands of dollars because somebody switched to primary. You don't need that. It's wrong. As wrong can be. And that's why I encourage you to check the medical billing for the switch of the primary, to check insurance paperwork that comes to your house for policy. Did they pay within the policy? I'll give you an example. My wife was starving to death. I took her to a surgeon. He put a G-tube in her stomach. He says, here's a prescription, take it to a durable medical equipment, a DME. And the insurance said no. I didn't know the policy. My wife was near death of starvation. And the policy was when you're like her at that moment, they only have 72 hours to make a decision. What did I do? I went to Walgreens and bought nutritional shakes for 3 months. Then that put her into a hospital to calm down her insulin area. And that's when she got on longevity 1.2. It should have been the night that I gave that prescription to the DME. It should have been 72 hours. But I didn't know the policy. I didn't read the stuff when it came in. Years later, because I kept all my paperwork, years later I looked at it and discovered, wow, they teach you policy on the billing. They teach you who's primary and secondary on that billing, the medical billing. So it matters, and I want it to matter to you because, my God, you don't need to throw away money that you don't have. You don't need to be in collections and in the courts because of somebody switching the primary. Okay? I hope this helps you. I hope it blesses you. If you're in home caregiving right now, I hope you're doing well. I know if you're in the caring group, the care group, you're doing fine. But when you get in continuous care, that's where you're going to need a lot of help. But I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you with programs, giveaways that I've got going right now. I'll announce them in a few videos from now. And hope that your caregiving experience is a heck of a lot better than mine was. Because I had to learn. I learned the hard way, and I had to learn. So this is John saying goodbye till next time.